TradingView Paper Trading tutorial. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you how to use paper trading in TradingView. So having said that, let's just jump into the video. So here you can see I'm on the TradingView app. I'm already logged in and you can sign up fairly easily. It's very simple. You can sign up with your Google account. Doesn't really ask you for a lot of things, a lot of verification, just your phone number and the basic stuff. And you can easily sign up for free. You don't need to go ahead and upgrade your account. If you want to, you can, but it totally depends on you. Once you've created an account, you can come over here and basically search for the markets, right? So underneath markets, let's go with crypto, and then here we'll go ahead and select Bitcoin. It's going to launch the chart over here, see on super chart, and it's going to launch the chart, and this is the chart right here, right? Pretty simple. Here at the bottom you should have an option, but okay, it's not currently over here. So what we'll do is we're going to come back over here in the search bar. We're just simply going to select the Bitcoin and then click on launch chart. Since that was a super chart, this is the trading chart right here. So here at the bottom you should get the option called trading panel. Let me check if I have it. Okay, there's here as well. It was just loading up, I didn't see it, but yeah, down below you'll see the trading panel. Let me just move this up so you guys have a better option, a better view. And here underneath the trading panel you're going to see all of the brokers that are available. You can see we have Whitebit, Bybit. I already have an account on Bybit. That's why it has that star. Binance, OKX, IC Markets, all of them, right? And here we go. Here is the paper trading. We're going to select paper trading. Simply click on connect and it'll be connected. There you go. It's as simple as that. You can see right here, as a new per contract commission, futures and options is here, please know. So got it. Boom. Paper trading is now connected and we are good to go. We can now go ahead and use paper trading if that's what you wanted to know, how to access paper trading. Now you know. Next, I'm going to show you some tips and tricks how to set things up. So you will note that I have the buy and sell button. Usually, sometimes we don't have that option. So what we'll do is you need to click on paper trading over here. Then here you will see trading settings. Open it up and here you will be able to see the general settings. We have the buy and sell button. Just go ahead and turn that on. It'll give you a simple buy and sell button. It's actually very handy, so make sure you have that on. So if you want to have them, you can go ahead and turn that on, then click on OK. Now if I click on buy, it'll just open up the buy box over here and I can just simply add in my units, how much margin I want to go ahead, take profit, all of that over here and buy it. If I want to sell, I can just simply hit the sell button and now we're selling it. So we can go with that one. If you don't want it, it's fine, because we also have a trade button right here. If we want to place an order, we click on trade and then we can just simply switch between buy and sell over here. Totally depends on you if you want. But yeah, now another cool thing is that you can see right here underneath the trading section, we can see we have all these different summaries, right? If you don't like this, you can come over here into the trading paper or paper trading, and then here right next to summary row you can go ahead and choose what you want to have. So for example, if you want to have account balance, you can select that. It'll show that. Equity, turn these all off. You can go ahead and turn them all off and off. It's like account balance is okay, available funds, and order margins, right? Next, you can choose whichever one you want, but yeah, it totally depends on you. Make sure you check that out as well. Now, if you don't know what these are, account balance is basically, as the name suggests, the balance that you have available within your account. Equity is the total value of your account, and realized PPL and unrealized PPL, these are a bit different. So realized P&L stands for profit and loss. Realized P&L is the actual profit and loss that you've gained when trading. So whenever you've made a trade, whether you've lost or gained or profited from that, that's going to be realized over here. Since it's actualized, it's realized. So for example, if you made a trade, you opened up the trade, right? And then you close that trade, that profit or a loss will be realized P&L. Whereas unrealized P&L is all the trades that are running currently in your account that you haven't closed yet, that are still in the process of trading. So when you close them, then you'll see them, but for right now they'll be available in the unrealized P&L. Next, also, if you can see right here, right next to paper trading, you have your account. Here you can create a new account. You can create accounts for lots of different reasons, for specific type of trading, for specific type of stocks or cryptocurrencies or ETFs, whatever you want to do, you can create an account over there, and you can always have as many as you want, so you won't have to worry about that. And next we have settings. Here you will see all of your settings for that account. You can see you've got leverage, you've got others, commission options. Here are the commission options. These are basically the options where, let's say, you know, if you want to have a perfect trading experience, and let's say your broker, right now I'm using paper trading, but let's say whatever broker you're using, that broker sets a commission for every trade. You can put that commission over here, so that let's say the broker takes 5% of the commission and you traded $100, you put the commission over here, and that 5% commission is separate. So whenever you've made a profit or loss, is not included in that. So you can turn it on if you want, you can turn it off if you want. It totally depends on you. So yeah, I'll leave it off, but you know, it totally depends on you. Then you hit the save button so you can save it. Next, let's go ahead and, you know, actually try to trade something. So next, if you click on trade or, you know, buy or sell button or whatever, let's go ahead and hit the trade button. Currently we have a demo account, so we should be good to go. And let's say we want to buy, right? And we also have limit over here. We can set a limit as well, which I will show. So for example, if we scroll down, you can see we can set a certain amount of limit. So let's say that if the stock falls down somewhere around here, then you buy it. And if you want to sell, all right, let's say if the stock goes up over here, right? Let me move this up right here. There we go. Let's say if the stock goes up, you want to sell over here, and if it comes down over here, you want to buy it. So you can draw lines, but yeah, that's the limit over here. So for example, another thing, right? If we want to buy, we set a limit over here. We can even set a limit over here. So let's say we want, currently it's at what, like 116, right? So let's say we want to buy at 100,000, right? Which is over here. And we hit the buy button. Now notice we haven't traded yet because so we can just simply hit the send order to send the order. Now currently you can see we haven't actually bought anything because our trading is so low, because currently the Bitcoin is trading at around 116,000. No one's gonna, you know, buy it over here. So we can of course come over here, increase or change the limit. So if we want to put it over here, we can confirm it, and now our order is set to over here. Same thing with market. So for example, if we go with market, we can even set take profit and take loss. These are like, you know, borders or margins you want to set. So for example, if we gain a profit, all right, here we'll go with over here, take profit over there, confirm it, right? We can see right here, and we can even stop at a loss as well. So stop at a loss, but we can set like currently we can only afford, let's say 99, or let's go with 90,000. There we go, around there. That's going to be the limit. We can even increase it over here, and we can, this is the profit over here. This is the second one, but we can leave it as it is. But yeah, this is going to be our profit and loss margin right here between these two. Then we can just simply go ahead and buy, and boom. So what it'll happen is once we've bought the price, right? Once we bought this amount of Bitcoin, if the market goes up, it'll take the profit, it'll sell it over here. But if the market drops over here, it'll automatically go ahead and sell it, which is pretty cool. So there you go. And then we hit the send button, and boom, our order is now saved, and we are good to go. So pretty cool, right? So there you go. That's how you do it. That's how you use the paper trading on TradingView. Now there's more stuff to it, but for now, I think this is okay. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications, and I will catch you guys in the next video. And until then, take care and goodbye.